Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World. And welcome to a little bit of an impromptu video. This video is going to be a little bit of an update, both on what's going on in my channel and what's going on with me, and also an update for Save the World. We're going to start really quickly. First of all, thank you so much to everyone who has been wishing me well to get better. Excuse me. I do feel much better, even though my throat, my chest, it's not doing so good. So for this week, for those of you who are interested in the streams, I'm not exactly sure how long I'll be streaming. I really want to stream today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but for the next couple of days also, I'm just going to pull it back a little bit. I'm not really taking any more time off. I've already taken several days off. But I'm actually up now, so I definitely want to stream and continue making more content. I need to. It's my job. So thank you very much to all of you guys wishing me well. I am doing much better. Thank you. I think I'm out of it. I think I'm climbing out of it. I gotta try not to laugh. It's very important. So definitely, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can keep an eye out there. I will be putting out my streaming schedule for this week. Mind you, it may change, but if it does, I'll let you guys know on Twitter or possibly even on my community page. The next thing I want to talk about is I will be, from now on, every single video I do, you guys are going to see a quick little update on where I am currently standing with my well, I'm going to show you this page, but right now the most important ones for me that I'm really looking at, that I'm focusing on, are my gold, which now I'm at 42,111 gold and 36,661 tickets. That's great. Oh, we passed 10,000 epic perk up too. That's really great. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about right now is the update that happened this morning. So this morning, let me kind of show it to you guys. Let me go over here. Let's go to the video. No, we're not going to go to a video. We're going to go to a tweet first. This morning, this tweet came out. We will be deploying patch 9.41 at 8 a.m. Eastern to fix issues in creative and on iOS. A small download will be required, but no maintenance. Replays for matches prior to blah blah blah. Okay. I'm not going to read that because that's for Battle Royale. So this morning we had a 9.41 update. Now, this was not, as you guys know, the birthday event, the last 2 weeks of Season 9, his patch 9.40. Now, this week we will have, I'm guessing it's going to be, it was supposed to be 9.40 content update. Or maybe it's going to be 9.42 or 9.45 or 9.5. Who knows what it's going to be? But there will be another update that's going to be happening more than likely this Wednesday or Thursday. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. But you know what? I'll talk about that more tonight in the coming soon video. And we're going to be talking about what is going to be coming soon. We kind of know one thing that's going to be coming soon, which I'll talk about that tonight. But that's what makes me believe that it's just going to be a content update, because people have already data mined what is supposed to show up this coming week. Also, don't forget that everything is wrapping up. The sci-fi event, if you haven't done the Blast from the Past, or sorry, Tales from Beyond, Tales from Beyond, the Beyond the Stellar Horizon, all of that will be wrapping up in about 8 or 9 short days. It's amazing how fast it's happening, because at the beginning of August we will be moving into Season 10. But again, we'll be talking all about that later tonight in the coming soon video. But what I want to focus on right now is this version 9.41. What happened here? And more importantly, how did it affect us? Because a lot of people that I've been talking with, it kind of messed us up a little bit. And a lot of people were asking, why do I need an update? What's going on? And also, the fact that small little update was not so small at all. It was actually quite a chunky little update. Let me look at my notes here. It was almost a 260 megabyte update. So that's not small. Okay, that's not small by any means. It was a sizable little update. So let's go to Reddit and see what they tell us about it. They said this is all the information we really got. We will be deploying patch version 9.41 at 8 a.m. To fix issues in creative and iOS. Small download required. That's all we got on Reddit about it. And I'm not gonna go into it, but if you guys scroll down there and start going through the comment section, man, I gotta tell you guys, it messed up. Several people have been reporting several bugs that this caused. Now, and that's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on because I gotta tell you guys, yes, I've been doing war games. I've been doing war games this morning, and I love AFK war games. I really do. And yes, I will be continuing that series. Probably not today, maybe tomorrow. I'll be doing the next video about it, just talking a little bit more about it and what I'm planning to do, to kind of generate that more, because it's awesome. It's really fun, and in a lot of the missions, and I will say this, please excuse me guys, if you see me in an AFK war games and I don't talk to you, chances are I might be passed out. Chances are I might be doing something else, or I'm probably going to be playing on my PS4 and on a controller, on this controller here. I can't type very good. Now I have finally found my my Bluetooth keyboard. So I have my Bluetooth keyboard. I will be connecting that, so I will be able to type and talk with you guys easier when I'm there. But if I don't see, if you see me in the AFK war game, guys, and I don't say anything, please understand, I'm just not able to type at that moment. But thank you very much for everyone that I've been hanging out with and all the people I've been chatting with. And a lot of people, the main question I have had this morning over and over and over again was, what was that update? What did it do? What did it do for Save the World? And that's what I want to focus on right now, because this is something else too that I've been hearing a lot about lately. A lot of people, especially with the recent event, and yes, I went to watch it. I know I had the worst angle and the worst view ever, but it was my first battle royale event, and it was really cool seeing all that action and everything. It was awesome. It was really awesome. And to see that there was that kind of thing live in a game was incredible, and it would be just astounding to see it crossover effect or something for Save the World. Now, something that also I want to just briefly touch on is a lot of people constantly ask me, like, and this is something else, we talk about this on stream a lot, the theory of what Battle Royale is. And if you guys see right here, this little island over here, a lot of us believe that this is Battle Royale Island. So we're right there, okay? And this is Save the World, this is Battle Royale Island, which kind of would mean that, any husks that get over there would have to get, to go through all this, they'd have to have a little bit of a upgrade, right? So that may be why the husks in Battle Royale look different than ours. A bunch of different theories, and things that we like to talk about and assume and kind of come up with ideas for. It's all in fun. But yeah, so of course they exist within the same world, and like for example in this case, when the spoiler alert, when the monster like ripped off the arm of the mecha, of the mecha, wouldn't it have been awesome if he had flung it into the distance and it would have landed in Save the World? Like it would have been amazing if all we could see, like right here, like over here, right, would be like a little arm, or it's something, and if you went to Plankerton, it would be somewhere there, or if it landed in Plankerton or anything. So many different things that could be done in conjunction with Battle Royale to just integrate all that. And we do see a lot of that happen for creative, for Battle Royale. For example, Kevin. Kevin is something that we have, we know a lot about the story, and the name Kevin came to Creative and Battle Royale from Save the World. We know that. We know all about Dr. Vinderman and everything. We have so much lore and story in Save the World that could be shared, and when it is shared, it doesn't feel like it comes back to us. So that's the thing. with this current update, with this version 9.41 update, a lot of people were thinking, first of all, well, that wasn't a small update, and it wasn't. It was a sizable update. It was a chunky update that had the game down for a bit. And this is the other question too, or the other, I don't want to say complaint, but the other topic that a lot of people have brought up to me today. And you know what? I gotta say this: AFK War Games has been awesome for that, because I'm getting to talk to so many of you guys in a whole different aspect. I know when I'm on stream, we talk to hundreds of people, and it's fantastic. It's amazing. Lots of ideas come up and everything. But it's a whole different community, and it's a whole different, it's a different experience speaking with you guys, through chat in the game. It's wonderful. And something that a lot of people have been saying today is how something like this update and everything, why is it not affecting Save the World? Why is it that we're not getting anything out of it? Why is it that an update like this has to take down Save the World as well? Especially, this was a creative update, an iOS update. If you think of it from the iOS point of view, yes, they can play Battle Royale, so that integrates Battle Royale into that as well. But then a lot of people have been asking me, especially today, they're like, why did it have to go down? What was the point of it? Why would it need to go down if Save the World got nothing? And if anything, if the reports are true, there have been a couple of little problems that have arisen because of this update. And I guess the short answer to this is because we're all on the same server. And we're all on the same server because originally Save the World was the original. Originally, when the game was developed, when the game was released, all of that, there was only Save the World. Like, Save the World is the base server, and everything is in Save the World. Now we've got Battle Royale and then Creative as well. But all of these three live in the same server, which is why if we see something used in Creative or see something used in Battle Royale that we got first in Save the World, it's just code that's on the same server that definitely has to affect, which they can just import. They can just import in Battle Royale and Creative, and then we can be like, well, but that was ours, and they took it away. Equally, something integrated into Battle Royale or Creative could be released into Save the World with no, well, it can be released. I'm not going to say with no problems, because we know a lot of bugs do arise from those things. Now, the key thing about all this, and this is the important thing to understand, is that if there is an update for any of these, it will affect all of them, because everything is on the same server. Everything is the same thing. Now, is this good? Well, there's good and bad for it. For me personally, I've looked at it from the point of view that I don't want to say that Battle Royale saved Fortnite, because you know what? I think that Fortnite was doing wonderfully without Battle Royale. Battle Royale has catapulted, just taken Fortnite into a whole new level. It's just incredible because of how much exposure and how much money and how much integration and how much attention it's gotten from the world, which is very good. It's very positive. I think that's wonderful for Fortnite as a whole and for Epic Games as well. Good for them. But I also think that if at any time in the past 2 years now, well, in the past, let's say the past year and a half, if at any time in the past year and a half Epic Games had thought, well, you know what, Battle Royale is doing so much better, you know what, let's just get rid of Save the World. I think that the fact that they've all been on the same server has been one of those things that, just keep Save the World open. People are playing it, the updates are happening. They might have updates, scheduled for a long time. They have a whole development team working on it. So it would have just been easier for them to just, keep it open, keep updating it. So I'm appreciative on that aspect that they are all on the same server, but also, this is a negative of it has been, as you guys have seen, sometimes when we have our patch updates and our patch notes, it's like this much. And Battle Royale has pages and pages, and Creative has pages and pages. And then when we jump into our games, we're like, well, this doesn't work, and I can't access this, and this is crashing, and all of these bugs and hitches that are happening. And it can be very frustrating. And a lot of times we look at it like, well, why? Why is it that Battle Royale and Creative got all of this stuff and we didn't? You know, and why is it that our game is broken? And to be perfectly frank, guys, it's because you can play test something only so much. And obviously the Save the World development team, I don't know if they're doing their own playtesting and everything, but when there is a very large update, they can't possibly account for every single possible situation that could happen. And having even a dozen or a few, you know, a few dozen, even if they had a few dozen testers, when an update goes live, you're going to have thousands, if not tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of Save the World players just trying millions of different combinations, and that's where the bugs are going to happen. And yes, some are game breaking, which is very unfortunate. But then if you look at it from the Battle Royale point of view, that has millions of players, tens of millions of players, hundreds of millions of, possible, of course they're going to invest a much larger amount of people to test out that. And the amount of interactions and possibilities that can happen in Battle Royale and Creative, well, Creative is a little more complicated, but in Battle Royale is nowhere near as many as we can have in Save the World. So from that point of view, that's why if one thing happens in one, it affects them all. They're all on the same server, they're all pulling from the same area. Do I hope that Save the World gets its own server? Yeah, I hope it does, and I hope it does it for a good reason, because Save the World blows up, because Save the World goes free to play and everyone in the world falls in love with it and wants to play it. So of course it would need its own server then, and a much larger development team. So yeah, there's, and you know what, that the locker coming in, you know, the ideas and thoughts that we've had about, you know, people being able to buy gold, changing the item shop, expanding it, making it so that we can buy anything we want with gold, etc., etc. And even giving us different ways of spending V-Bucks and Save the World. It's something that can definitely develop, and I don't think that the updates come too slow. I actually think they come at a good time. We still get weekly updates. Yes, it might just be an update in the shop, like a new weapon or a returning weapon, but it's still a slight update. And our events are much more complicated than others. We have entire stories. We have a lot of other things. So yes, our development and our progression is much slower, and it feels even slower because if you look on the other side of the fence, well, of course the grass is greener over there. The other side of the fence being Battle Royale. And now Creative too. We've got another one. But anyway, that's what I want to say, guys. That's what I want to talk with you guys about. That's what happened to this morning in the version 9.41 update. There are no patch notes for it. There's really not much information. If you are experiencing some issues though with it, guys, if you're having some problems, whether something is missing or you found something, please go over and report in the Trello board. That way it can really help them out. It can help the developers out to find out where they are going and what they're going to do. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Just wanted to talk with you guys about that. Just because, you know what, I do believe I'm going to be doing more and more videos like this, especially the more I'm talking with you guys, especially when I get the same question over and over and over again. I feel like it's something you guys really want to hear and talk about, and if you guys want to hear my opinion about it, of course I will gladly give it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Keep an eye on Twitter if you want to see my schedule for this week. Of course, depending how I feel and depending how hopefully I'll be over this in a few days. I really hope so, because I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. But thank you for sticking with me, guys. Thank you much for watching. You guys are amazing. I gotta go and get myself some tea and some cough drops, because as you can hear, my voice is about to go again. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoy what I do on my channel, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor and have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Coming soon. See ya.